So, I really like Life is Strange. I mean, just this music is nice. It's like quite relaxing, but also like mysterious. Like you kind of get the vibe of the game like all the way from the beginning. I really like Life is Strange. And loads of like the actual just general aspects of the game are really nice, like the way people look and like the actual gameplay and like which is really like entertaining and good. Although like when you look at pictures of people, it's like they're kind of creepy, like they're all like kind of blurred out, and that just makes it really strange. But yeah, so far I've played the first two chapters through twice, and I'm partway through playing the third one. So I've already done like all the way up to when Chloe and Max go into the swimming pool. My choices, as far from the first one, were like, it's quite like an interesting aspect with the choices where it like supposedly all affects each other, but like from the first and the second I've realised that it doesn't really matter what you pick a lot of the time, because Chloe is still going to be your friend. Like the gameplay still has to go through the same way, so even if you like you don't take the blame for like the weed and things like that, like she brings them up and it's kind of like annoying, but it doesn't change the way you play the game. You still like have the chance to like go back and do certain things as well, like trying to get your name on the list for one of the Vortex parties. Like the chance to do that comes up quite regularly. Talking to the girl at the booth in the first game, putting it on the list from the swimming pool. I don't know if there was a one in the second, I must have missed it. So it's kind of like, why are the choices really that important when you always get the chance to come back anyway? The only one that like really sticks out is Kate jumping off the roof, which straight up I killed her the first time. Apparently I didn't make the right decision. And that's fine. Apparently the game just lets that happen, even though the game has got sort of like a young teen vibe. But it's fine, women can kill themselves all the time. That's completely normal in a game for younger people, but either way. So yeah, you get like a choice of like 5 different like options when she's on the roof. Like when you've helped her through the beginning of the game, when she asks you if she should go to the police about Nathan Prescott and the situation at the party, you can either tell her to go or you can tell her to wait until she's got more proof, and depending on which one you choose, she sort of shows like almost like good karma towards you. And that helps, but I don't really know how much it helps, because that, with the intervening between her and David, they come up before she jumps, but they don't seem to help towards that final decision on the screen where she's like, well, who will care if I do jump? And it's like you have the choice between like her mum, her dad, her sisters, her aunt, and like the church people or something. And if you took the time, like I do, to check every nook and cranny in a room when you're playing a game, you find like different indicators about who she's feeling more positive about. And like her mum sends her some like really awful message about disowning her, which is a little bit depressing for like, again, a teen game. But I get the point. You're supposed to observe, and if you don't observe, you don't get the good options in the game. And the first time I played, I'd seen all of them. I mean, but remembering it through like 2 episodes is kind of difficult, but I had an inkling that which one was the good one, and I think it's her dad who says that he still supports her either way and things. But it's kind of like, when I first saw it, I was like, well, just go for mum, because it's kind of a no-brainer, like a mother-daughter relationship. I was just like, oh, if I pick her mum, clearly her mum's gonna miss her. And she was just like, no, fuck that, and jump. So I was a little bit shocked. I didn't really think that just because her mum wrote her like a one message and was blanking her because of the video didn't mean she was gonna jump. It seems a bit cut and dry. and a bit unrealistic. But I mean, how realistic can you get when it's a game? Like, the choices are the game, and so if you sort of try to think around them, you're not going to get anywhere, because that's the basic premise. So in my second playthrough, I was more careful when I read through all of her stuff, and I tried to remember that it was her dad who was still, like, being more accepting of her regardless of the video, which, I mean, you should really, like, it's not that much of a big deal. More so, they should have been supporting her, like I've tried to support her. I mean, I pissed Kate off in the first game as well, because instead of intervening like I did in this one, as you can see, I decided to take a picture, because I was like, well, surely the picture means, like, so much more than me just intervening, because you're just going to piss off David, which you don't need, because he's already mad at you straight off the bat anyway. And I took the picture, and then Kate got really mad about it, and you never really get the chance to explain to her that you took it so that you could bring it up and protect her later. And so she's mad at you. And then, again, when you, like, the first time, I told her to go to the police. I mean, wouldn't you go to the police if you suspect that someone's done things to you, purposefully got you drunk? Like, you would tell them to go to the police regardless of how much evidence you have. And it feels like the game has a misguided moral kind of decision making, because Kate gets mad at you if you don't tell her to go to the police, and that's like, of course you should, but a lot of people don't, because they think that they're trying to catch on to what the game is trying to do, make you do, and make you think, and it doesn't really work that way. You don't really seem to get plus anything for doing the right decision, as it were. Like when I decided to stay hidden in Chloe's room, because I mean, I shouldn't take the blame for something that she is doing illegally. She pisses off David because she smokes the weed, which, I mean, he's a security officer and an ex-Marine or whatever. Why should I jump out of the closet and be like, oh no, it's mine? But then you get punished for it later in the game because Chloe gives you loads of shit for it. When it's only because she only really gives you shit because the computer knows that you could have done that, but she doesn't know. And so it kind of takes away from it. And then, like, you kind of don't get rewarded for that either. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. So it's kind of difficult to really, like, say that the game has any kind of moral guidance. In the same way that when you report Nathan, it's like, well, of course you should report Nathan. He brought a gun to school and killed someone, which obviously you go back and change it, but he still brought a gun to school and threatened to kill her. And then the principal is like a douchebag to you, and it gives you the sort of feeling that you shouldn't have reported him. But in real life, like, you should. But again, like, you know, it's a game, you have to accept that and go through it. And apparently 66 of the people reported Nathan, and that's fine. But then he gets suspicious of you, and it makes the game more difficult the more, like, kind of moral you are, and it's kind of hard to, like, be okay with that. And then again, when you, like, you comfort Victoria, even though she is just a massive asshole. She's got a really weird, creepy character with her and Mr. Jefferson. I mean, it's pretty strong when you have the scene where she sneaks out and talks to him, and then she properly comes on, and that's just kind of weird. But I mean, the game is trying to deal with complex issues in a certain way, and that's fun. But then the game kind of guides you to comfort her, and most people do. Although I have to admit, I'm one of those people that doesn't to start with, just to see how it is, and then rewinds and does it, and you can do that as many times as you like and make the decision as to where you want to go with that. But I mean, if you don't comfort her, you know that somewhere along the line it's just going to make the game harder somehow. So I guess you kind of do get help if you, like, do the moral way there, but I must admit, like, it doesn't get any easier with Victoria from what I've seen, and so it's kind of hard to say what you're supposed to do in these situations. It's supposed to be a second page and I can't seem to get to it. Oh wait, there we go. So apparently I didn't Oh no, I let Daniel draw my portrait. Apparently 0% of people do that. But I think it's more, you just don't think of all the little things to do. Like, a lot of it's hidden, like, especially with Mrs. Grant's petition. She gets kind of pissed off with you, and it makes it harder to help out um, Warren in the science lesson if you don't sign her petition. But it's like, she's literally, when you come out of the building, behind you on the left. So if you're just walking to where you're supposed to be walking, when you don't know where you're supposed to go, it makes it like a lot harder. So I'm one of the special people who checked everything after that, and actually managed to get my thing through, and that was really cool. I know you see it online come up, and that's really quite nice. And then, yeah, I mean, you help Alyssa. Apparently, 0% of people don't help her. And that's kind of cool. But I have to admit, it was kind of hard working out what you had to do. It was still like the first stage of the game if you've not played it before. So I guess like these stats change over time, so people sort of start doing the right thing. Same with like the bird, by the look of it, no one just lets the bird die, which is what the birds that keep coming into it. It's quite interesting. You find a few of them, well, especially with that one that you save dies, and then there's like 2 or 3 of them dead in the garden, and then one of them shows up in the bathroom as well. And it's really odd. Like, there's got to be some sort of like thing about it, and I have a feeling that it's all gonna come down to Chloe, like including the hurricane and things, where like you want to keep Chloe happy. I get the impression, because I think that when Max has the power to turn back time, she's been given it because Max is like in anxiety and like hate of Arcadia Bay is gonna be like the reason the storm happens, I reckon. And it's gonna be like another Kate moment where you like talk them down almost, and you like save the day from like themselves. And I think it has something to do with that, and that's why I think birds are like dying around her, and you're like all of a sudden thrown into like her life. Or maybe like something that storms into the Rachel. Speaking of Rachel, like, I don't care about her. Like, I find that the game hasn't really given you enough reasons to care about her. You care more about Kate, this character you've met before. And maybe they're doing it for a reason, because you've never seen her. I like the little aspects where, like, the bracelet and the mix CD that you find of Chloe. And your character gets kind of jealous of Rachel because she's supposedly loved by everybody. She's got a 4.0 like GP or GD, I don't know, average for like her marks and stuff. And it's like she's so perfect that it all seems a bit ridiculous. And then you find out that she's dating the local drug dealer, and it's a bit weird. And everyone seems to have a higher like level grade than Max does. Max is just some weird, like, you're supposed to feel yourself within her, but she's kind of just strange. So yeah, I mean, back to the point, like, I think that Chloe has something to do with the ending and all that kind of stuff. So obviously I erased the insults on Kate's slate. I mean, who wouldn't? Same as the web link in the bathroom. And then I watered my plant on the first game. I'm kind of surprised that 0% didn't, but again, I think it's more to do with how the percentages get skewed over time, because this is no longer people's like choices. They're like initial choices, because everyone sort of played through it before and they play through it again and they change the stats. The only way to save the plant is to not water it again in your second one. And I didn't know that, and so I mean, who didn't kill the plant on the first run through? It was really hard to know exactly what you were supposed to do. And then, I don't know whether you really should touch Dana's pregnancy test or not. I mean, surely you'd want to be there to support her, but she gets really angry at you when you find out. But I didn't know before, when I first played through, that you rewind the time and you get it out of her without actually her seeing you pick up the test. And I like the aspects like that, where you can do something first, rewind it, and then know the knowledge and have a way of sneaking it through, like when you find out that Victoria snuck out and she says something, and then you can go back and start the conversation again with like an extra bit of info. But it doesn't really tell you when you can and can't do that. So I missed a lot of that in the first time because I didn't know that that was going to happen. Like with the Warren experiment was quite similar, like adding the different things, and then you like find out that you do something different. But yeah, I mean that was kind of cool. And then the reorganizing the pictures is just really pointless. Like it's basically, do you want to submissively give a big fuck you to Victoria without having to not have comforted her of it before? And I did it because I mean that's kind of fun. But I'm surprised I'm again one of the 0% people who did it, because I guess you know it's just going to start trouble, but I haven't actually seen any consequences for this yet. I mean, how does she know that it was you and things, I suppose? You seem to sneak into Victoria's room more than you're in your own room, which is a bit odd. I didn't write on the RV because I didn't know, like, it was there. I've missed it twice now, which is kind of sad. I know, I think I did it on my first run, I can't remember now. But yeah, my first run I'm keeping clean. Like, that was like, all my first run is my initial reactions and things, and I'm quite interested to see how that comes out when all the games come out. So I'm on like my save file too, where I'm like going through things I've done before, so after I finish the third one I probably won't. I'll stop there and I'll go back to the new one that's come out on my first profile. I didn't break Snow Globe, although I did twice, but you just redo it, don't you? But the first time I did that, it blocks up the cupboard that you hide in, and I couldn't hide the first game because I couldn't get back in it. I didn't work out what I was supposed to rewind to get back in. Again, it was like the thing with the principal's room, where you walk in after you've blown the door up, and then you reverse time before the door was blown up and you're already in there. And the whole principle of that is kind of a bit wacky, but once you got your head around it, you kind of start to see the more possibilities that you can do with it, and that was kind of cool. I didn't leave any evidence going through David's stuff. I mean, I didn't see what that was going to achieve. You sort of have that information, and I know that you have that big fight with Joyce in this one, and you can like tell on him or not, and I'm like, well, who's not going to tell on him, because he is one creepy weirdo, like keeping tabs. I don't know why he's doing that yet. With the, like the cameras and stuff, he's so eerily involved, and you wonder what that's about. So don't leave any evidence. He already hates you enough. Thinks you're up to no good. Although, of course, you did read David's files. Who didn't? Number 2. Of course I told Kate to go to the police. I mean, I just feel like, why wouldn't you? But loads of people said to wait, and it just is such a weird concept. Why would you wait? That only makes you seem like you've got less of a claim, but it just means the game is just going to punish you for it later. And then I answered Kate's call. I mean, you can't win with that one because Kate gets upset if you don't answer it when she jumps off the roof, and I was just trying to do everything to make her not jump because I didn't save her the first time. So I've got a really interesting gameplay between the contrast between the two saves, where one's where Kate's alive and the other where she's not. So I look forward to doing the 4th game and seeing how it affects both. But yeah, Chloe's really mad at me because I answered Kate's calls. You can't win with that. And Chloe's mad at you for loads of things though. She gets a bit dramatic. I suppose that is quite realistic. I tried to shoot Frank because I knew that he'd take the gun otherwise. Now it's like, well, you definitely don't want a crazy drug dealer with a gun. I suppose that answers itself, but I get the impression that when you're in his trailer later on in the 3rd one, that you can retrieve it in one of the vents. I took ages opening the vent the first time, only to find that the gun wasn't, like, there was nothing in it, and I've realised now that it's probably because the gun was there. But that's why I take the money in the 3rd one. I suppose because it just means that you sort of get him off your back, and I didn't really want to take the money. It didn't really seem like the moral choice, but I feel like it benefits me in the game personally. I sort of given up trying to do what I think is right and wrong, trying to be like rewarded for it, because you don't. So I take the money because I know that, therefore, because he's going to be mad at me because I tried to shoot him, you're kind of just making up for one thing the other. So you'll find that one decision you make can be made up for by another one that you make later on in the game. So taking the money was just kind of my way of evening it up, I suppose, which is quite interesting. When I first went through the stats, when I first played before, and it was like the you couldn't save Kate and the you saved Kate, it was quite high on the you saved Kate's life scale, and I felt really bad. But I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to go back and do it again. But obviously it's the one place where you can't, so I was quite surprised at how many people remembered like you're supposed to select her dad. But again, I think that was more to do with the sort of skewed statistics, I guess, because everyone knows now that you're supposed to say that it's her dad to save her life, you know. I was quite surprised at how many people blamed David when she tries to jump, when you write the report in the principal's office. Because, I mean, David harassed her, but I think it kind of, the game overlooks like how it's such a dark theme where he's like drugged her and tried to rape her. Like, you can't overlook that. But then it's like giving you David as like a fairer, as like a on the same scale option. And it's like, well, of course it's not. But the game can't make it realistic enough to really feel like they're the same. There was like a 8% chance or something that people said Mr. Jefferson, and I was like, well, Mr. Jefferson just told her to pipe down because he likes to stay out of like people's business, and he has done the whole time. And well, he's more than like entitled to do that. I would do the same if I was a teacher. You don't want to get yourself deep in something and get yourself in shit, especially when it involves a teenage girl. So I didn't see why people were blaming him. I mean, you blame Nathan. Who doesn't blame Nathan? He gets suspended, and that's just going to bring more shit on you again. And it's kind of, you don't get rewarded for doing the good thing, but just want to see how it turns out, I suppose. And I didn't water my plant like most people did the second game, because I realised the only way to save Lisa, the plant, is to water it once. You get the slight hint in a text from your mum. I know some people don't bother reading them. I wouldn't myself if it wasn't for like the small hints you get. It was like, oh, remember to water your plant, but don't water it too much. And I just took that as to remember to water it every day. And it's a new day in every game, in every episode, I suppose. But I just decided I wouldn't water it on the second day just to see, and apparently I saved the plant, so I mean, there is that. So I helped Alyssa. This was a smaller one because I didn't do it the first time. I just didn't know how. Again, with the whole thing, like, you can go back and like change something because you're close enough, because you don't move when you go back in time. But I didn't know the principle the first time, but I did it the second time, and had quite a small like percentages of people doing it when I first did it. I don't know now because the percentages haven't come up for some reason, but either way, I mean, I don't see how Alyssa is a huge part. You just keep saving her from projectiles and things. Like, the first one was the ball, this one is the toilet paper, and the third one is the puddle. So the whole thing is getting a bit weird that you like keep saying, I don't know if it's like a running joke or something, why it has to be like a big girl for it to be a joke, I don't know, but it's all a bit weird. I mean, erasing the link to Kate's video is a no-brainer unless you're trying to make Kate jump. Apparently I wasn't friendly with Taylor, but I did try. I didn't really know what you were supposed to say. I mean, sometimes there are so many options, you don't know where they're going to go because they're quite similar. And I thought by being a girl, like, it was kind of, you could see the differences, but it's actually really difficult, and you can see that like lots of people have put their opinions into the game and what specifically should be said, and they might not necessarily be female who made the options, and that's why it's kind of hard to know the good one to say, because it might not be exactly what you think you would say. So it is kind of difficult. There should really be a little bit more sort of decisiveness in the different ones you can choose, but I suppose it makes sense to not have it so obvious, like this is the moral choice, this is the not moral choice, and then it'll just be really simplistic. And the thing about this game is it's not simplistic. There's 100 things you can do. Like with the railway tracks, I didn't know that the way that I saved Chloe would fuck up the railway tracks. I get the impression that was going to mess up my game later. Although, I suppose it might not, because you get the chance to rectify everything. So I've tampered with the railway tracks, and I get this impression that when the storm hits, people who are evacuating or something get stuck or something, I don't know, but something is going to happen with those railway tracks. And so I was kind of annoyed that I couldn't find a different way to save her that wouldn't affect the rail tracks, but I don't know what it is. So it was kind of difficult. Sometimes it's not straightforward, like you just don't see ways of doing things, and it's a little bit annoying, but I suppose that's just the point. Like, that is the point of the game. You make these different selections and you see how it affects the game. I managed to get entry before putting it down in the swimming pool for the Vortex party. Before the third game in the second part that I played. Whereas I didn't manage it before. I didn't even know you could talk to this girl at this booth and make her like you. Again, it was one of those things where you go back and you change, because now you have a thought that you can now say that you can say before, and I didn't know that was a thing before. So in this second playthrough I managed to get it, and now it just seems like pointless. I see all the different ways that you can get in now, and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out. I want to do it all over again, but either way I've gained entry, which I think is going to clash with the Warren date that you're supposed to be going on. So I'm a little bit confused, because of course I said yes to Warren. I don't know why Max is holding back so much. He's like intelligent and really funny and is really into you, so why not go for Warren? Apart from when obviously you kiss Chloe. I mean, who doesn't kiss Chloe? She's probably the best looking character in the entire game. Everyone else has that kind of like computer look about them that's a bit rigid. Apart from the fact that she's a crazy bitch, but you know, you can't always win. So obviously I accepted Warren's invitation again. I think a lot of people didn't, because I think it's going to upset him. But then if you keep upsetting characters, you know it's just going to come up in the game, and like, something's going to come from it. I wrote a message, apparently. I don't know what that message was. It just says that I did. So I'm not sure what it was specifically. You kind of forget. So many different like choices. Apparently I told on Dave. Oh yeah, I told Mr. Jefferson about David, but I don't know, like, lots of people seem to be interlinked for no apparent reason. Like David and Nathan, they seem to be like clubbed together. They seem to know each other and they talk to each other, and that's kind of strange. I don't really know where that's coming from. I don't know why it's coming together, and it'd be interesting to see that tied up, but I get the impression, because it's in episodes, they don't really know everything where they're going with it, and so I'm worried that they're just going to be like weird like false leads where they don't go anywhere, and that'd be kind of a shame. Again, with like the paper that you find in the principal's office, Mr. Wells, and you find Nathan drew something, and it's like Rachel in the dark room, Rachel in the dark room, and I wonder if she literally is in the dark room if you go into the art room and she's tied up there or something. I don't know, that would be interesting. But yeah, obviously it has something to do with Nathan. The drug dealer is actually like a nice guy when you're actually nice to him, and he was clearly like really into Rachel. But again, it kind of messes with your moral scope. I mean, should you really be wondering if this drug dealer is a nice guy, this drug dealer who took your gun, who is threatening Chloe? So it kind of flips a lot of things on its head, but then that just makes you wonder if it's trying too hard to make you like flip things and change your perception. But that's not really what makes a game interesting as such, just because it flips everything. It's like too edgy, you know. But yeah, so let's continue with the episode that I'm on. As I said, I've just gotten into the swimming pool. Missed like the first few like places, but
We're in the otter's lair. Big fucking deal. I want that heated water.
We still have to play it cool, okay? I still go to school here.
You can own this hellhole once you figure out your rewind power.
Chloe's so psyched for girls' night out, so I better follow her evil plan.
It's all a bit sort of childish, the game, very teeny, and like you like sort of everything about them. And like
Go Otters.
Max is like obsessed with the fact that she goes to Blackwell, even though she's literally got a 2.9 GPD. Is it GPD?
I would love
American.
a soda, but I'd just get wired.
She's like, oh, Chloe's evil plan. I don't like the sort of the characters just stand there, like they're just waiting for your response. And like, I really like Chloe, and she's kind of cool, but she wants to go in, she wants to break into the pool where her dad works and get herself and her friend in trouble. She makes a big deal that you upset her, but yet doesn't care that she might like get you in a bunch of shit.
Boys or girls?
This is a really interesting thing. I don't really know what the difference would be. I know that I found a USB or something that you can like return, but you can't really seem to. Doesn't really seem to matter which one you go in. I think I went into the boys last time, which is a bit weird, a bit creepy. So I might try the girls this time. I'm a bit upset if it turns out to be the same one. I don't get to see anything different, but we'll try it.
Girls, of course.
Girls? Ooh la la. Let me check to see if the pool's heated.
Yeah, I think I went into the boys last time. You see like the jacket and stuff. I mean, it's like, if you can't really go back and do both, it's a little bit like weird.
Where does that other sock go?
Odd references that are supposedly quite funny. Who's Locker? Brooks. Random girls' names that you don't know anything
Looks like
about.
Brooke wants to go to the drive-in with Warren.
Oh, that's an interesting development. Her and Warren. Not even like no. Oh no. If Brooks like, she's the one with the robot thing. Like, I only played with the second time, which is all kind of cool. But you didn't have like free play. But yeah, she's into Warren, but she doesn't understand why Warren would like someone like you, which is a little bit like depressing. I can't get this fucking thing to look on it. The way that she moves around is so frustrating. She walks really
Those are
slowly
some
and does like the
musty-ass old
GTA
shirts.
like full circle. I don't even see
Those are
what it
some
says.
musty-ass old shirts. Yuck.
They're kind of judgy, really. Victoria's locker. Interesting.
So, Victoria's secret
Wow.
is selfies. Go fuck your... No. Jefferson said, don't confuse art with the artist. These are cool shots.
She's like, these are cool shots, and look at that middle one. It's honestly absolutely terrifying. I don't. Oh, so weird. This is like what I was saying, like the pictures, like they're really weird. I mean, each one of them looks completely different, drawn by a completely different art, like person, and art style, and like just general talent. I mean, the middle one is just so weird. And it kind of makes it really rich about like Victoria's like shitting on you about her like you selfies and things. It's like that one insult, like, oh yeah, Max took all them selfies. What a selfie bitch! And this is like, oh no, not like every teenage girl ever. Otters eat beavers. Lovely.
The wit. It burns.
Wow, maybe I'm just like Max incarnate. Weed baggy. Wow.
Was Chloe here?
That was kind of a burn against your own friend.
A bus ticket? Was she going to run away? Like Rachel Amber?
That is quite big assumptions. She took a bus ticket. It could be to anywhere, like, you know, her parents' house or anywhere else. I was really confused where I was like, when it was like the 10th of the 2nd of the 13th, and I was like 13 month. But again, like it kind of makes it difficult because they talk kind of American, everything seems American. I don't know if it's therefore the 2nd month. No. I don't know. I was talking shit a bit there.
Flippers in a swimming pool? Are they training Navy frogmen here? Those look like the most cozy, comfy towels in towel history. Want?
Those look like the most comfy towels in comfy towel history. It's all a bit kind of weirdly lame. But no, what I was
If
saying
I
with
could
the
rewind
ticket
back
was
to the
that
1940s,
because it was like
I'd get in serious trouble.
it like expired like 10 months after she bought it, which was kind of weird. What did she say about this?
If I could rewind back to the 1940s, I'd get in serious trouble.
I don't know what the 1940s has to do with this. Whatever, Max can have a weird moment. We all know that she rewinds back to like the 1990s when she goes back to her and Chloe at a young age anyway, so I think that was it. Just didn't want to miss anything. What I was saying about nooks and crannies is totally me. Just look at everything. In one of them it asks if anyone had seen like some goggles, and it's actually in the boys' shower that you find the goggles. But then you can't do anything with them, so it's kind of like, what was the point?
I hope so, friend.
Rachel abides. I don't even know what that means, and then just like, I hope so. What does that mean? It's all very cryptic.
Well, we care, dickhead.
It's a little bit dark. I don't think anyone would really say that about someone who tried to commit suicide. Doesn't matter how like awful you are.
This isn't a desperate cry for attention or anything. Sorry, Rachel.
Just about all the posters. The posters are just like everywhere, and then it makes you think that you've not
Ooh, pink
tried
goo.
them.
I see why everybody brings their own soap.
Okay, pink goo.
Ooh, pink goo.
That's
I
not what
see
I
why
wanted you to
everybody
do.
brings their own soap.
Things like this close together are
Hello,
hard to like, get
gorgeous.
between.
You wish, Max. You just look like a snoop.
It's weird. Again, like the weird obscure teenage references are a bit odd. I liked the camera work on one of the bits because you had to shine the light on the doll for a while to take your second optional picture in the second part. Or no, in the beginning of this part. And it was quite interesting because the doll then glows in the dark and you take the picture, and that was quite cool. A nice like added aspect that I didn't get the first time. Right, so I should really be talking to Chloe, but I'm just gonna take a quick look around. Maybe if you've already gotten into the Vortex party, the list isn't here. I think it's on the other side of the pool, but I'm just gonna check. There's some stuff you can do there, like something about a shark, inflatable and things. Someone ends up coming through this door later. I don't really know where this goes. I mean, why would you put all this stuff for the party near the swimming pool? I mean, it's such a weird place to put it.
Looks like I'm the Vortex Club bouncer. Decisions, decisions.
Oh, this is remove names. I didn't know you could do that. I
Oh,
only had
I'm
one before.
sorry. Your names are not on the list. You'll have to eat shit now.
That was such an insane decision to make when you don't know who you're removing. So I'm gonna go back because I mean, whoever it is obviously gonna start some drama at it, I suppose. So I'm gonna undo it because that'll be interesting to see what happens if they do come. Not that we know who it is and who it won't be.
Just when
There
I
you go,
thought it
there's
was
the
safe to go
shark.
back in the water.
Obscure reference to Jaws. Can I get into the boys? Is that not the boys? Yeah. So I guess it doesn't matter which one you pick. You can like go back and change your decisions. Well, not change them as such, but can rectify them if you don't choose it.
Bros will be bros.
No, I don't. Bros is not a reason to write something so awful, but the game is okay with that apparently. Apparently, you can just do literally the
This one
same
is
things
almost
over and
empty.
over.
The guys must like their pink goo.
Odd.
Max Caulfield, moral avenger. Or self-righteous hypocrite.
I'm gonna go for the second there. She's a little bit annoying.
Huh, it's nice to know Victoria loves something besides herself.
I like that it's just drawn in a penis. It's great. Oh.
Welcome to 1950. I bet you do.
That picture of Warren. It's all like a really odd noise there. It's not like scary. Sex me up. Wow.
Boys' locker room is right.
I don't know if boys actually wrote that kind of stuff, but okay. Again, what's that creepy sound?
Sometimes.
That chubby, it's not all bad.
Some poor hipster lost their vape.
I have to say I agree with that. Sometimes she's like really hits it on the head, and then other times it's like really odd, obscure things that you just like, okay, Max. Just trying to load something up. Sorry, right, okay.
It's okay for Nathan to be hooked on these drugs, right?
I don't know if hooked is the word, like, just because it's prescribed doesn't mean, like, you're hooked on it. But Nathan is clearly crazy, from the files that you find in the principal's office and just from experiencing
This
it.
must be for training kids.
It's really, like, odd things that you can, like, look at and it just seems a little bit pointless.
No way am I touching Zach's jersey.
Like, okay. I'm gonna check out Warren's locker.
Betty developed that in Jefferson's class. But why?
She says, but why? But we all know that, like, he really likes her.
Zach is really careless. Doesn't he know what happens when I'm around?
I don't know what that means precisely, but the phone is there. Sitting on my football, what the fuck? What I just read. So I think this is his girlfriend, isn't it? And Victoria was like cheating or something, I don't know, and that was why Dana was like locked in the room. It was all very teenage drama-y. Oh look, there was something you could do in here. Now, maybe like decisions are like taken from you if you don't choose the right one. I mean, how's that person asking about his goggles and things?
I guess I should consider this evolution.
Yeah, Logan's the one that knocked out Dana. And he's all like, oh, I love you, and it's all a bit odd. I don't really
I
know
guess
what's going
somebody
on there,
forgot
but
their
hey.
Blackwell spirit.
missing something, but oh well. There's like a note about some random goggles. Wasn't important, but it was just like kind of fun when you do manage to find them. Sure they were in here or something. Dana needs a baby daddy. For something that no one was supposed to know, everyone seems to know. I like that it's the Migusta face. A little bit of a reference, I suppose. Looking for those goggles now. Sure they were here somewhere. Oh well. Let's go talk to Chloe. It's been like 15 minutes not doing it.
I don't think anybody has ever drowned here. I hope.
It's like, why would you just think that nobody has?
In case I run out of air, I know where to come. Yes, we get it. Otters.
I don't know why she's so, like, sad about school spirit. I feel like I would care about it if I was in an academy like that.
Move on you.
Don't think I'm gonna make a move on. Like, what does that even mean? I take it this is the hot water then or something. I don't know. And that was what Chloe's gonna ask you to do. Can I do something with this?
So, the big plan is win.
Nothing wrong with that. Gives people a little bit of, like, encouragement, I suppose. What is this?
Aw, look at the baby Halloween pumpkin.
I feel like they could have come up with, like, better lines, you know? Oh, looks like they're getting ready for the Vortex party, not some weird shit.
Coffee and swimming. Good combo.
Let's go talk to Chloe, and I'm gonna assume she wants that plug switched on.
Max, try to find the light for the pool. I want to see the sharks.
Otters don't
Sharks.
like sharks. They bite.
So do I. Hit that light.
I didn't see any sharks, but okay.
There has to be a control panel for the lights around here.
Come back out and Chloe is naked. This is cool. Nothing to
Time
worry
to
about
do or
when your
die,
boyfriend
Max.
wants to watch the naked characters. Wants to look at the lesbian scene.
Oh yeah, baby. Feels like a hot tub. And with my cash dash, I'm queen of the world. Bow. Tell me you're not gonna stand there watching me like a zombie.
Oh, she's gonna watch you. Daddy, daddy, bitch.
Don't you dare! Come stop me, hippie. Okay, you asked for it.
I remember when I first played this bit and I was like, oh, this is strangely intimate and strange.
Cowabunga!
And then literally like later on you like kiss her and stuff and I'm just like, do they
Why,
have some
look,
weird
an
view
otter in
about
my
teenage
water.
girls
Dun,
and
dun,
what they
dun,
do
dun,
with each
dun,
other?
dun, dun.
You are so obvious. And I still get freaked out by that movie, so stop. I can't even watch any of those shark shows.
It just goes on for so long, just flashing each other and it's like, oh no, just girls having fun.
I'll just rewind and harpoon you. Otter's revenge.
Cheater.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, like the rewind. They talk about the rewind thing like really casually, like it's not like such a
I wish
weird
Rachel
thing.
was here. She would totally love being in here at night. Wish you guys had met each other.
We will. With all this stuff going on, I'm starting to think everything is related. And I want to find out for Kate's sake. She almost died today.
Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you. I can already tell. You're not so
Known
chicken
each
shit
other
anymore.
again for like a day.
Thanks, girlfriend.
You know what I mean. You're becoming like this force of nature.
More like luck of nature. Come on, my power failed trying to rescue Kate. Maybe I'm just stumbling back and forth in time. For what reason?
You didn't stumble when you saved me, Max.
Do you know why I'm thanking Chloe for saving her life?
Thank God. But what if I had? What if Kate didn't jump, but you would be dead?
So it's time to start moving forward in time. And we're obviously connected, since without me, you would have never discovered your power, right?
You're right, I didn't have powers before we knew that it was Chloe in the bathroom. But I'm just gonna make her feel good, because that's the way the game wants me
You
to
make
play.
me feel like I know what I'm doing.
And you make me feel like I have a reason for still being in Arcadia Bay.
I hope so.
Stop
She was
being
gonna
so
like
goddamn
move away
humble.
with Rachel anyway.
You're like the
so it seems
smartest,
weird to
most
be
talented
like,
person I've ever
You're the
known.
reason I wanted to stay.
More than Rachel Amber?
Dude, I'm not her groupie, okay? And I'm sure you have Blackwell bros all over you. Like Warren.
Why do you get like a gross option when Warren is just like really nice to you? You're the bro killer. Wow. Teenage drama. Warren is nice.
Warren is nice.
Nice? Ouch. That means friends.
That's how I feel like Max is.
No,
She's a
he's really
friend
cool.
zoner.
It was so sweet when he stood up to Nathan.
Yeah,
But
Nathan, like,
I
Warren
haven't
got the
told him
shit
about
beat
my
out of
Warren
him, and it's,
power.
he's just
No
like,
worries.
oh yeah, thanks.
Once you get over yourself, you're gonna make the world bow.
As long as you're there with me.
Don't look so sad. I'm never leaving you.
Now I'm getting cold in here.
Because we're yapping
Okay,
instead of
my
attacking
man.
each
Now I'm
other.
getting
Otter
cold
versus
in
shark
here.
style. I think I've had my pool experience for the year. Let's jet.
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
How many schools do we have pools anyway? Schools don't have pools.
Gross. I feel like we just went swimming in Chlorine Bay.
You look cute with your hair soaked in chemicals.
Thanks. You would know.
Hide!
Oh no, we've been caught. And all of a sudden dressed.
We have to go now.
I wonder what happens if you get caught.
Okay,
Is that
if I
really
go back
occurred to
over
me?
there, the
Oh.
guard will definitely bust me.
Well, we don't have to leave just now then, really.
Okay, if I go back over there, the guard will definitely bust me.
Why is there guards walking around the school? I could see them last time coming out of the room. Oh, I guess. No. Where are they? Last time you like I had to rewind time for some reason. I can't remember now. Which one am I in? I'm in the boys, I think. No, I'm in the guns.
Move, Max! Don't waste your power on getting busted.
That was really easy. It was like really hard before. Is there something wrong? Am I supposed to?
Are you shitting me?
David's just always working.
Dude, hide! Like when we were kids.
I could use my power. Or just look for a hiding spot. Or both.
Where are they?
Oh god,
Hello?
if you didn't walk slowly enough. Walk even slower. Comes in through there. So much time. Cameras like
Hello?
zoomed out as well.
Anybody there?
There we go.
Better not try any Halloween pranks after today.
I wanna get caught
Serious.
just to know what happens first.
I heard something over here. Who's here? I got a flashlight and a stick.
Oh. Terrifying. past him. There we go. Oh my god, is this helpful? Do I need to go the other way? Why have I run all the way back here? I think I'm going out this way. Yeah. I think that was what I was thinking about this door.
We are so invisible.
We are so invisible.
Wait, turn around. They're coming. We have to find another way out.
Oh, this is bullshit. You can't go back to your dorm now. You're a Blackwell fugitive. Crash at my place tonight.
You want me to crash where the Blackwell security officer lives so I'll be safe? Okay.
Into the car. Get in.
And then just drive away really fast.
Later, fuckers! Max, you rock! We are so fucking awesome!
Yes, we so are.
Awesome. Better take a selfie.
Always remember this moment.
The moment that I slept with my secret lover.
Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Like it needs another one. I'd like to do something good for my school in Arcadia Bay. I can't even submit my photo to represent. I just don't want to be rejected.
Every great artist gets rejected before they get accepted. So you have to enter a photo.
Yeah,
Even
why
though I'm
hasn't she
tempting the
entered
school
a
in town you
picture?
want to
I think
torch.
it'd be cool if we pick one.
Come
and
on,
depending
I don't
which
want to
one
see
we've
Arcadia Bay
chosen
burn to
from
the
original
shore.
ones,
I
like,
just
you
say
might
shit
win or
like
not.
that because I've been
You
trying
have
to get out
pick
of
one
here
that's actually good.
since you left, basically. If I could find Rachel, then pay Frank off, I'm still leaving to start a whole new life.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
Oh, does the schoolgirl have a test today?
I'm starting to feel like going to Blackwell every day is a test. I just need to get on my regular school schedule again.
I know that it is freezing, but I think we have to walk. Keep waving at the taxis, they keep turning their lights off.
Okay, I need to get dressed now. I still feel guilty for not busting out of here to stop David from hitting Chloe.
Why? It was none of your business. Oh, there's the texts. Oh, I have 3 from Guy. I just didn't reply. Warren. Oh, I have like messages from all of them. What the hell? all of a sudden they're like happy with you again after the whole Nathan thing and the threat that you get. I mean, like, Jesus. Thanks, Nathan. It's lovely. Oh, I can't like scroll through them.
Supplies are in the
Warren
city.
didn't sound so desperate.
Yes,
She
I
might need
might
to-
go to hell for this, but if it saves Chloe, we'll pay it back. Somehow.
Well, she just leaves the money out. Everyone's gonna wonder what the hell.
Wow. I remember this old phone. We decorated it together.
Coffee and the paper.
It's hardly decoration.
The sidewalk and the pigeons in my window reflection.
Wallet.
The fact that she put the photo next to Rachel's is so
Got
touching.
polish in the evening by the
I took a
morning
photo of a
looks
butterfly on a
reflection.
bucket with my reflection in it, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'll put it with that picture of Rachel of the missing girl who I loved. It's the same.
I can feel it when we kiss. So many men stronger
Wow,
than
sir.
me.
That was my 10th birthday. I didn't know Chloe kept this stuff.
With me, I'm not a gamble. You can count
I love this song.
to swear. The love I saw you in
That's a good
by the morning
diegetic
won't
piece of music. And, you know, I wasn't sure it was playing in like the real-time game, but apparently it is.
skinny like a model with
Can I check out the news on this old laptop?
I get to look at everyone's laptop.
At least we haven't been identified.
just keep going
Yet.
to the bathroom. Always say you'll be right back. Well, it takes one to know one, kid. I think you got that.
Under the influence of energy drinks. Oh my.
But what's so easy in the evening by the morning, such a drag. I got a flask inside my pocket, we can share it on the train. And if you promise to stay conscious, I'll try and do the same. Well, we might die from medication, but we sure killed all the pain.
Oh, I didn't go across. We might die from medication.
At least we haven't been
Sure.
identified.
Fix the
Yet.
pain. Wonderful
Thank
lyrics.
God she's okay.
Inspirational.
I wonder when I can visit her.
And I'm not sure what the trouble was. It
I think you would offer
started
more
all
like information on
reasons all
that.
have
Like,
run
we
away,
hope that you're all okay
but
or
the
something.
feeling never did.
Again, I don't know if I went through it all.
Thank God she's
Oh, that
okay.
is it.
I wonder when I can visit her.
But it is one
Chloe is so damn cute. She's really trying to suss out what my vision means.
'cause what is simple in the moonlight by the
Yeah, but it
morning
snowed. Like, it snowed when Chloe was like upset, and that's why I think that Chloe has like something to do with the huge storm at the end. Maybe you like find Rachel dead, and that's what causes it, or something a bit morbid for her.
Chloe is so damn cute.
Ugh,
She's
they were
really
everything
trying
so
to
close
suss.
together.
I was such a wuss to cower in the closet while David hit her.
Ugh. I suppose the game is telling you that you made a bad move by not getting in shit.
Time to put on your daily armor, Max. Ugh. Still reeks like a chlorine factory.
See if you can find a suitable outfit in my fashion hole.
I thought Chloe might put up a pic of me instead. Can't compete with Rachel.
Well, Rachel was like a model, top student, loved by literally everybody. And Chloe misses her missing friend, and you're like, why aren't I on her background? Oh, and it's just what?
Jesus. Now I am glad Chloe took that money. This guy is serious and scary.
Well, do not fuck with me, whore. Seems a bit deep for someone who has your money. Oh, that's just the gun. I can't seem to. There we go.
Frank might think twice about messing with Chloe now, but if David finds out, shitstorm.
Just leaving everything out for the grab.
Chloe seems more relaxed now that she has that money from the handicapped fund.
I reckon if you don't take the money, you're constantly like, oh, she looks nervous. I should have taken that money. And it's just like,
I love this morning light. It's so peaceful.
Wouldn't it be wicked if we could just hang out here forever like when we were kids?
No, I hate being a crowd.
Yes, but sadly we're not kids anymore.
At least you can date now, right? My dad was terrified of the day I would discover boys.
So,
Curious?
you never really told me if you had a serious boyfriend while I was away.
Not serious. Hella stupid, usually. I went through a boy toy phase. Among other things.
I can't see you with any of the guys around here.
Clearly, like,
Because
hindering
you have
a
a good eye.
relationship between her
That's
and
why I was so glad Rachel
Rachel
came along to rescue me.
Sounds like you totally crushed on Rachel.
You would have too. Smart, sexy, and sassy. Like me, right?
Well, duh. Maybe Rachel would have fought over both of us.
You wish. Then again, maybe. You're a photographer and she wanted to be a model. If you want, go ahead and check out the closet for some fresh clothes.
random pile of junk.
I don't think I'll be moshing today. Okay, time for some Chloe cosplay.
Hey, there you go. Rachel left a bunch of her clothes with me. She's your size.
But not quite my style.
Max, you don't have a style yet. At least give it a try. You can always rewind back to your chlorine brand t-shirt and generic jeans.
You suck. I like my shirt and jeans. But it would be cool to try on Rachel's clothes just to see if they fit.
Stop second-guessing yourself, Max. Put this on and let your inner punk rock girl come out. You can afford to take chances whenever and whatever you want to try. For example, I dare you to kiss me.
What?
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Guess we're at that lesbian scene. Of course we're gonna kiss Chloe. I mean, come on, she's the hottest character in the game.
Damn, you're hardcore, Max.
She pushes away.
Now I can text
This
Warren and
feels-
tell him he doesn't stand a chance. Unless he's into girl-on-girl action.
You're such a dork.
You're such a dork.
Oh man, that was priceless when I kissed Chloe. She didn't think I would.
Looking sick, Max? A couple tats, some piercings, and we'll make a thrasher out of you yet.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Maybe not. Go on down and say hi to Joyce. Free breakfast. I have to, wake and bake first.
I promise not to tell.
Hardcore.
Let's not
wake
rewind and find
bake.
out, okay?
I feel like she could have gone home in the chlorine thing and then gotten a lift back to like literally the dorm and then gotten changed. It seems a little bit excessive, and then you just go around and be bitched on for wearing it all day.
Oh my god, that smells so amazing.
Oh, I got a message from Kate. That's nice, I suppose.
It's like when we were kids here.
I think this is where the bird is. Yeah. Don't really know what you're supposed to do about it.
No way. That's the bluebird I saved Monday in Joyce's room. Chloe has had this damn dirty pirate towel since we were kids. Serious flashback. Chloe never used to care when I borrowed her toothbrush. What's
Guess you were just
ironic
that
is
close.
I always hated it when Chloe used my toothbrush.
When I first saw the hair dye, I honestly thought you could just dye your hair blue, and I was like,
You
do
know,
it. And you
I haven't
can't.
gone through a dyeing my hair blue phase yet. Maybe it's time.
Clearly not yet.
Feels so good to wash my face after all that chlorine. And hiding. Check out Mad Max. Ready to fucking thrash. I'm so hardcore.
Pit talk. Fucking trash. I thought there was something else you could do in here.
Nobody in this town has a fucking clue as to what's happening. Or do they? I better not go in there. David might be in bed. Ew. For everybody else in the neighborhood, it's just another morning.
It's just another morning for you, technically. Can't actually go down the stairs, have to have a cutscene. Some nice pictures to make you have feels for Chloe.
This might be the one time these people are right.
David, this is Officer Korn. Just want to let you know your stepdaughter's car was identified near the Blackwell campus last night, around the time of the break-ins.
What?
Give me a call soon.
Are you in trouble again, Chloe? Don't you sleep?
Kitty, put me on the screen. Give me a viewer. Load me up as well. So I'm gonna have to go back, delete it, and then, erase it first.
Message deleted.
Goodbye, message. I think Chloe has earned a break from all this bullshit.
Cop's just gonna be like, did you not see the message? I think
Birds,
he
be
scared
gone.
us across
Fly,
the room
you
until
fool.
he goes to the window. No, open the window.
I keep expecting to see the sky turn red.
There we go. Saving all the birds, apart from the dead ones that are all outside, which is kinda creepy.
Wowza. Chloe still eats the same cereal.
So do I. Who drinks beer this early around here?
Anyone but David.
Oh man, I don't want to be famous for this.
No one really saved Kate but herself, really. And you can't really say that Max is the heroine as such. Yeah, all dead
Oh,
birds.
dead bird. Poor thing.
I mean, that's the bird that we just saved. I guess this is the optional picture then. That's quite clever. You have to do like loads of steps before it. Another dead bird.
I wonder how these birds died.
That's why I think it has something to do with Chloe. Like, the stuff seems to happen around her.
Sitting in a swing always feels so comforting. I remember when Chloe and me would take turns on the swing. We would push each other so hard we'd fly way up in the air. Chloe always wanted to swing all the way around. I always got scared and would jump off before I flew off. And Chloe is still trying to get high.
The whole like weed element in this game is like really like pronounced, and it's just really strange. It's just like in your face. It's like, oh, let's be trendy. Let's bring up like drugs. Have Chloe smoke it all the time. Like it's completely like routinely. Oh, I forgot. I thought this scene would end on its own or just sitting on the swing. And so that's 2. I thought there might be another one. Oh Jesus! Look at this crazy shit.
3 dead birds lined up? That's fucking ominous.
I think I'd take a picture of that creepy shit. And people might think that you did it. So there's like 5 dead birds in the garden. And everyone's like, well, that's not odd. You know, it's just... They don't even seem to think about it. The game is like so like about you. It's like the characters don't exist when you're not in the room with them. Oh, just reading my chat. That's really nice. Thank you. Probably my only like actual viewer, so that's quite a nice compliment. It's like my first time like properly streaming, so I was a little bit nervous. I used to stream like a bit of Dota, but I'm not that good at Dota, so it's embarrassing. Check out the refrigerator.
I love that they still have the same refrigerator.
I still have the same refrigerator. Not that odd. Oh yeah, I remember when I came down before and that note's on the like the microwave because Joyce like makes dinner for her and like puts it in the microwave for her, and it's like really nice. But then Chloe just acts like a really spoiled brat towards her, and her mom's like the nicest fucking person. Like if my mom was this nice, I'd be over the moon.
Joyce looks so different in her street clothes. Good morning, Joyce.
Rachel, I mean Max. Oh, you startled me. Well, you fit those clothes well.
The awkward moment
Thank
when you
God
get
you're not
called
a hellraiser like
Rachel.
her or Chloe. Now
The
tell me
missing girl
exactly
like
what you
Chloe's
want to
obsessed
chow
with.
on.
I went for eggs and bacon last time. I'm gonna go for some
I'm
pancakes.
dying for some of your famous pancakes.
I thought you would have missed those. Ah, you
Yeah,
ate
I mean,
more than William.
Dota's like,
And you
it's
loved
fun to play, but it's the same
I
thing
remember.
like
We would
over
race
and
each
over. I
other to
suppose
grab
like
it from a stack.
So
I like
this
to play
time
like
you
the
can
same
help me
heroes.
with the ingredients.
So it's,
I need you to grab me the eggs and milk.
I don't know. I guess I make it boring for
Egg and
myself. And
milk?
like I used to,
No
like, I was
problem.
into the TI before, but then it just, you always get the same teams, and every patch that comes up, it depends on which heroes they're gonna play. So if you're just gonna get a patch where one thing is like
Now for the mother's milk.
more prominent for different heroes, and they're just gonna play those heroes, and then you just see it coming. They play the same things over and over, and it's kind of
Come on,
boring.
Max. Find those ingredients so we can chow down.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. What do I need? I think I need eggs as well. I don't know where the eggs are. I remember struggling on this before. I have no idea where to look for things. Does she want cereal? Eat your cereal, Max. Oh, I am so confused. I feel like it should all be in the kitchen. Where is all the stuff? I can't open any cupboards.
I love that they still have the same
Oh,
refrigerator.
please, let me in the refrigerator. Oh, is it in the shopping bags? No? Oh, yeah.
The eggs always come first, as Joyce used to say.
Maybe that's it. Is that all I need? Let's check. Yeah.
Thanks. After all these years and everything that's happened, it's great to see you and Chloe together again. She hasn't had a good friend since you or Rachel. Oh, those clothes remind me so much of her. Such a sweet girl. I'm just hoping she's living large in L.A.
I'd love to think that too, Joyce, but
We are on the same page, Max. I keep hoping that Rachel will show up or even send a message to Chloe from Hollywood. Or wherever she is.
Yeah, I mean, if she was alive, you'd think she'd, like, talk to Chloe.
is there any reason that Rachel might be mad at Chloe and left without her?
Chloe could piss everybody off but her. They were almost joined at the head. Reminded me of you and Chloe. But Rachel wasn't as grounded as you.
I'm grounded? Since when? Maybe that's why Chloe likes Rachel so much.
Max Caulfield, are you actually jealous of Rachel?
Maybe. Rachel was so much cooler than me.
You think? Then why has Chloe been telling me she wishes she could be more like you over the past 5 years?
Doubt it. Did she really? 5 years ago feels like 1,000 now.
And that makes me what, a century old? You're only 18, Max. Oh, youth. If only I could go back.
It's not all that, Joyce.
Voila, a breakfast fit for us queens.
Better
And a
tell
king.
a mum who's
Go
lived
sit at the
years
table.
of experience that she doesn't know what it's like to be youthful. But yeah, like the Dota streams at the moment are just absolutely ridiculous. Thousands of views and like the top thing at the moment. Thought it'd be a good moment for people who didn't want to watch the Dota to sneak in. But then there's like 20 channels of people playing Life is Strange, and I was like, oh wow. When did the
Thank you
peanut
so
butter
much,
get
Joyce.
this?
I'm glad that's creamy and not
Good,
crunchy.
and clean.
I thought that might be more important. When did this other meal get here?
Now that's what I call pancakes.
Is this where I get up, or do I just keep watching? I think this is where David comes downstairs.
I guess nobody waters the plant here.
Seeing you again, made me remember so much. I know these photos don't measure up to your work, Max.
My favorite photographers probably take pictures similar to yours. You make David happy, Joyce.
He wants us all to be happy, Max. He's just not great at showing it.
I don't think I can rock this outfit like Rachel.
You have your own cool style.
Wowzer. I totally remember that day.
I'm glad. William took this picture with his instant camera. Oh, it was the last picture he ever took. He had his car out right after this, and
I know, Joyce. I'm sorry.
I didn't show you this to be morbid. In fact, I want you to have this. This was when my baby was so full of life and light. She was hopeful, positive, everything she's not today.
And this
This
seems
was
like
the
you like
last
go
time
back
I
in
ever saw
time. It's like
Chloe
really
truly
like sad
happy.
watching like her dad.
Did you guys have a bonding session about how fucked up I am?
It's not always about you.
Chloe, please. It's too early to start picking a fight. Eat instead.
She really does pick a fight. It's really
I'll
odd.
keep the warden busy while you go peek in the garage.
Now stop whispering, or I'll know you're talking about me.
Stop being so nosy, Mother. Jeez, I can't do anything around here without everybody getting up in my shit.
Ugh,
No one can
Chloe.
even joke with you, Chloe. You fly off the handle like that.
Excuse me. I have to use the bathroom.
Sure, run off and pee when you should back me up.
Now who's being paranoid? Just listen to yourself.
Nobody else does.
I do need to get into David's computer. He's gotta be hiding shit.
From what I remember, it's like the date that he had his first date with Joyce. I suppose I need to know that he'd need a password first.
No shit, it needs a password. How about step douche? Try again. I need more clues.
Better waste one of my chances on typing in step douche. Is it a padlock? How can I search a padlock?
Naturally, David would buy a heavy-duty military. I can even see the combination. That might be a useful password.
No, I'm pretty sure I think it's in here.
I could try the license number for the password.
Yeah, no. Oh wait, no, it's in that car. Can I go out
I
here?
still need to find the password to David's computer.
That's it.
Now the car looks ready to roll. This is a better hobby for David than surveillance. Joyce might as well have wrote, "Let's get married."
No, I mean, that's a sweet letter. I don't like Max's like little assumptions and
It
just
might
like,
be a
really
useful
horrible.
password.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I mean, it's nice that his password is like the date they met with Joyce. He's like clearly not that horrible.
Score! Max the hacker strikes again. Whoa, spoiler alert. Rachel definitely hooked up with Frank. But why does David care?
Why is it a police report? What was he? Controlled substance.
Instead of stalking Kate, David could have helped her.
Kate stays in the bathroom longer than other students. Drugs? That's so creepy. Don't trust grown men with goatees. It's where he has like the most like pedophile beard ever. Fucking David, man. Kate is kept to herself. Not even church. Trucks? She got upset and ran. Guilty.
This is so wrong. Oh, creepy bastard.
What's more creepy is like it's the exact like stricken out lines for the English thing on like her timetable. So it's like he took a picture of the timetable that's like in her bedroom, and that's a lot more creepy. So is this all I wanted? Am I supposed to be looking for something else?
I better tell Chloe about this now. It's just one more thing to make her sad. And mad.
See, it's nice. Like, he's clearly there for both Chloe and Joyce. So he gets like so underrated as a character, and everyone just tries to make him out like he's really creepy. And I know it's the game just making you want to hate someone, but it's just like it doesn't necessarily mean he's actually a bad guy. I'm so happy you were born today. So they're like weird. He really just has issues with like what he says, but he's like obviously a nice guy, and he loves his work, and he loves where he lives, and he loves his wife. It's like, why so like anti-David? Oh, but it's just William's stuff just in the garage, just in a box. Kinda sad.
There's no way Chloe can put that gun back now.
Shouldn't have taken it in the first place. Book. What is this book?
Looks like David has read this a lot. What did he learn?
Yeah, I mean, the issue is, like, he is actually, like, a veteran. Like, of course he's gonna act strange.
David has been dragging his head around since 2001?
Shouldn't really hunt wild animals, but, I mean, it doesn't make him a horrible person. He keeps all of the ex-husband stuff around, Chloe's dad.
Can't picture David driving Joyce around with this on the car.
Why? Why can't you picture it, Max? Don't be so, like, off-spur judgmental. Oh, it's a backpack. Examine. Apparently he was a real hero. Can't hate that. Right, into the kitchen. With a mad Joyce. See, Joyce just looks really fucking sad. Well done, Chloe. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Nice breakfast.
David, you back already?
I have to take a nap after writing up vandalism reports last night.
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke into the swimming pool. This is what happens at these PC
I bet he would
bullshit
have read the
colleges.
message
Entitled
when
students
he walks in if
taking
he
over the
didn't already
campus.
erase it.
Do you know for sure it was Blackwell students?
Who else would do it? And I'm gonna bust them.
You're gonna best him. He's like really intense. I think he's just bored with his like domestic life.
Figures you'd be here. Is that your Rachel Amber Halloween costume?
You know more
That's
about
really
her than
mean.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Leave Max alone, David. Stop threatening students.
He threatens them with surveillance cameras, so he can spy on everybody. Like he spies on all of us here.
Don't start, Chloe. Not now.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right? You're a total paranoid, David.
Not
Just like a
now,
weird lizard
Chloe.
hands.
He used to call me a loser for getting kicked out of Blackwell. So who's the loser now, David? Who haven't you accused or harassed? Between your investigations
This is
into
like a
Rachel
weird
and Kate, what have you done besides
group
get in trouble?
pick on David thing. But when I sided with David, like, it didn't help me with David, and it really just shitted things out with Chloe. So you can only side with Chloe, and it's just 3 against
You're
1,
a
and it's
bully,
just so
David. I
ridiculous.
saw you harass Kate Marsh when she was going through hell. You could have totally helped her. Everybody at Blackwell
Where
is
she
a
like
suspect
gets in his
to you,
face, it's
except
like,
for Nathan
bitch, you're
Prescott.
just like an 18-year-old.
That's why
you
the
don't know
students and
shit.
faculty don't like you.
Talk
You
to
even
him
hit
like
your
a-
stepdaughter.
Like a man.
I do respect your service, but you don't respect anybody.
Chloe was doing drugs. That's illegal.
So is spying on people in your family and at your work. Why do you have photos of Kate Marsh and Rachel Amber in your files anyway?
What? Is this true, Max? Yes, David. Why do you have these files at all? I find this very disturbing.
I do not have to take this kind of interrogation. Not from you punks.
Maybe you
All of
should
you were
calm down.
punks.
Oh,
Three
you're
people
turning on
yelling
me
at
now,
him.
huh?
I guess you better all
Course.
calm down.
women always stick together. Well, screw you.
David, you better go to a hotel until we figure this out.
You
I kind of agree
can't
with this.
kick me out of my own home.
It's my home, David. Paid for and in my name. You know the law, right?
Oh, I thought I knew a lot of things. Like when I'm outflanked.
Have a nice day.
Chloe, for once, just please shut up.
Chloe got fucking told.
I hope Joyce doesn't hate me for tearing into David.
Well, then ask her.
Max, don't beat yourself up. David earned this all by himself. Understand?
I kind of agree. Like, the things that he does is weird. And he's just like really mad.
I don't want to see or hear you again, Max. You've hurt me and my family enough.
Yeah, because it wasn't your fault.
Max, that gave me chills. And you better not rewind this one.
Otherwise she'll know, because she's fucking magic.
Listen, when I went through David's laptop, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than friends.
Right, no way, Max. She was just posing to tease Frank.
If you're not gonna believe me, why don't we check out what Frank has in his RV?
What's that gonna prove?
Frank has Rachel's bracelet. What else does he have in there?
Motherfucker better not have anything. For his sake.
Oh, that's a very nice touch.
Let's check the door. Frank gets so wasted
Unless they
he
were
sometimes
dropping
forgets
out
to
of the
lock
sky
it.
and dying. They're like a weird muck of a plate. What is he even eating?
I can't believe you hung out with him.
Not anymore. We have to be casual ninjas here. Shitballs. Okay, here's the plan. I'll go to the diner and distract Frank by telling him I have his money, but he needs to come with me. Then you come in and rewind, so Frank doesn't see me. Then you can tell Frank he needs to check out his RV, and then you rewind after you get the key, and
Chloe, I got this. I'll be right back.
don't let my epic plan get in the way of yours. I'll try to scrounge up a Scooby snack to distract his mangy mutt.
Now to find a quick and easy way to
Oh my
snag
god, you
Frank's
can
keys.
kill the dog. Like, I didn't do it in the first game. Like, it was quite obvious. It was like, throw in the road, throw in the car park. Like, it was obvious, like, where it was gonna go. So I threw it, like, in the car park. And then you get this, like, cutscene, and it's, like, huge, like, juggernaut, like, van, like, goes by, truck. And I was just like, oh my god, the dog could have been, like, killed. I was like, that was so, like, weirdly dark.
What
dead
is going
birds.
on here?
She's not even like that weirded out by it all, like all the dead birds.
This is so creepy.
I thought the Alyssa scene was at some point around here. Maybe I've already missed it. I've already like talked to this guy a bunch and he's like so sad because all the fishing is like dead.
Good lord, bacon. I'm ready to nosh again.
So it's posters now about
That
the
will
Go
be
Ape
fun to
thing.
take a road
So
trip to the
weird.
drive-in with Warren. Max needs more fun.
Oh, looking for a lady friend to go with. I'm so like sad. Freaking nerds. Why did it take him an hour to get the tickets? Don't know why it's so popular. Maybe like we do that then. It's like I know what happens when you speak to him.
I just wanted to see what would happen if I did this.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. Aw. I guess I better speak to him.
You show up after almost shooting me? You have serious balls, little girl. But hanging out with Chloe, playing with guns and dressing like Rachel doesn't make you cool or tough. The fuck do you want?
How did they even know it's like Rachel's
How
clothes?
do you know
It's
these
so,
are
like,
Rachel's
odd.
clothes?
Because she looks beautiful in them and you look like ass. Aiming a gun doesn't make you any sexier.
Grab your keys and let's check out your RV.
Let's not. You fucking creep me out.
This projection from like
In other
Hillbilly.
words, Max, no keys. Maybe you eat like a pig. Try the floor.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane? I was eating those beans!
I was eating those beans. Does he like drop his keys? Why he does that? I have no idea what order I'm supposed to do this in.
What the fuck now?
Could I get you to drop Chloe's debt?
Are you supposed to be a smart student?
You'll find out if you do me this favor.
Thanks, godmother, but I don't need your favors. And Chloe doesn't get any from me.
There she is, Super Maxine. That's your new nickname around the bay. Sorry, but you did earn it. We're all real proud of you for helping Kate down.
Thanks, Officer Barry. I was just lucky. And right on time. Kate is who counts.
I'm glad you're representing Blackwell Academy.
I guess Kate Marsh will be the face of Blackwell for a while.
And you for helping her. That's the kind of school spirit we need more of.
I feel like David
I don't know if
Madsen
I'm doing
represents
the right
Blackwell.
thing.
Not for
She
long.
did say like check out
He's
the
a
like,
loose cannon. We all respect him for his service, but he's too eager.
He's eager to be a dick to me and Chloe.
That's true. He was ranting about a stolen gun, and then I tuned out. Somebody's always out to get him.
Oh my god, it's Nathan.
Rachel? Whatever the fuck. Oh, look. Max Amber. Nice outfit. By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you twee bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
Considering we're in a public diner with a police officer right over there, you shouldn't advertise your rage, Prescott.
Oh, yeah? You shouldn't have bitch snitched on me to that fucked up principal.
Your sugar daddy will always protect you and threaten me.
You don't know shit about my father or me. Nobody here does.
Then tell me what I should
So
know.
hardcore.
Why? So you can pretend to care, hmm? Spoiler alert, he's an asshole.
Maybe I could help you.
I don't need you for anything except to stay out of my fucking business, understand? Now get out of my face.
Can't drop any tunes right now. Keys.
Things with the reminder.
That doesn't explain the recent extreme weather patterns.
No, but we have to start with the hypothesis that climate change is a partial cause for the unseasonal weather. That doesn't explain everything, of course. Frankly, we don't know yet.
Dr. Hedora, will your team know more after their latest tests?
I hope we see more patterns, which gives us an atmospheric template.
Many local residents of Arcadia Bay have been questioning what has been going on with this crazy weather. We had an eclipse yesterday, a snowstorm 2 days ago, which, as most of you know, is not common this time of year. It's unprecedented, to be honest. With you, the last time that we had a snowstorm of this caliber was over 100 years ago. All of us are questioning what is happening in Arcadia Bay.
What is happening?
Please feel free to call in and let me know what your experience has been. What you think this might be. Is this global warming? What is causing all of this crazy weather?
You should have jumped, asswipe.
Why do they even, like, do all the students of Blackwell fucking go to this restaurant?
What are the other signs then?
Owes me a blowjob, lovely. Oh, it's that weird deer that you see in the woods like loads. Arcadia Gaze hugs deck. Oh, I don't know what to do. Maybe if I spill this
You eat
now?
like a pig.
Ugh. Maybe like you just go back in time and start again. You can say something to them. It's not upset Prescott. I feel like you're supposed to do the thing with the dog, but I don't know when that happens. How do I get the dog? Do I have to like leave like this?
No reason to go now.
don't understand. I don't know what to do.
Could I get you to drop Chloe's death?
Alright.
You'll...
Thank.
Turn up the brain to 11, Max. How can you snag Frank's keys?
No.
There she is.
Thanks, Officer Barrett.
I'm glad you represent...
I thought Nathan Prescott represents Blackwell.
Well, don't make me backwash this bacon. You know what the Prescotts represent.
Taking over Arcadia Bay?
You're not far wrong, Max. I heard the Prescotts are working on some new big land deals. Mr. Prescott helped out my family once a while ago, so I made a deal with him that I can't seem to get out of. Man, if I could get one instant replay in life. I better finish my breakfast first.
Never mind me, officer.
There she is.
Thanks, Officer.
I'm glad you're representing Black...
Well, I heard a rumor you were working for the Prescott family on the side.
Jesus, doesn't this town ever shut up?
I don't blame you for getting extra work.
Look, sometimes I check up on the Prescott family to make sure they're doing all right. Nathan included. Keep this quiet, Max.
Try interrogating somebody else, Lieutenant Caulfield.
Looks like I can use this with Nathan.
Nathan has time to...
Rachel!
I heard your dad hired a local cop to keep an eye out on you and Frank Bowers. Like a babysitter.
Bullshit! My dad doesn't hire. He owns. And these pigs know better than to narc on me.
Do they? I hope that means Frank won't get busted.
Eventually, he will. Guy's into some freaky shit. He told me once he took a weird blood oath for Rachel. Forget I told you that. Seriously. Now get off my crack, whore. Keep your pie holes shut.
Get off my crack, whore. I guess I can bring that up to that guy now. But then I...
Nathan has time to get drugs from...
Right?
But I can say something to this guy now about it. Blood oath.
Weren't you supposed to keep your mouth shut about the blood oath Frank took for Rachel?
Blood oath? Who? What the fuck? I never told anybody about that freaky shit. Besides, everybody knows Frank is a liar and a loser. Even Rachel did.
Yet Rachel Amber hung out with him more than you.
Oh,
So, Rachel wanted Frank's stash. She let him take pictures, then he carries around her photo like she posed for love. Dumbass.
So that means I don't go back? Who even knows? Can I speak to this guy now?
What can I do for you, Max?
Oh, I can't talk about that anymore.
Do you think Arcadia Bay is a weird town?
I'd take a normal city with normal problems about now. Makes me sick thinking about it.
It's like the wannabe choice, like the brunette choice. Right, so I think I can say
What
something
the
to
fuck
him
now?
You know I saw that photo Rachel gave you.
How do you know about that? Huh? Chloe, right?
She just told me that one of Rachel's favorite pictures was the one she did for you.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. She was just a natural beauty, you know? Wait, let me find it. Here, judge for yourself.
I'm afraid I'll have to take your keys now, asshole.
You did not just do that. Give me back my keys, bitch. Give me my keys now!
Key brought. Now back to Chloe.
Okay, that was confusing. It was harder than it needed to be. Oh, this is the bit with Alyssa. There's not even a fucking puddle that just shows up. Ugh. When she gets so...
Are you
kidding me? Why can't I seem to go back far enough?
Alyssa, watch out! Quit thinking, Max.
They make her sound like really bad. So I saved her again. I really don't know what any of it means. It's not a dead bird. Creepy. So Chloe has a bone ready. Just got a bone from the bin.
I should have known. The amazing Spider Max.
I couldn't have done it without Frank. Now let's get in and out.
You'll need this, Max. On your mark, get set, throw!
Throw towards the road. So harsh.
Hit the treat, boy! I think we just made that dog our bitch. Get it?
Now we can snoop in peace. But let's not waste time. The doggy is busy now, but he might come back.
Yeah, that truck that just goes by and it's like, "Wah, ah," and it's like, oh my god, like, the dog would have been toast.
Damn, I thought my room was a shithole.
You're not a creepy drug dealer.
Frank has issues, but he's not creepy. At least I didn't think so until I saw him with Rachel's bracelet.
Chloe never fucking helps you do anything.
Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy! Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond?
Yes, we'd be tearing up the highway. And you'd probably want me to kiss you again. Chloe, we're on a schedule. We need clues about Rachel.
I know. Just daydreaming.
There's like a few things in here, but I don't remember. It's like ages ago now.
You scope the area while I hack his...
Frank must have a reason to keep a police radar nearby.
Maybe because he's a drug
That would be
dealer?
so... Frank is almost a made-for-TV hoarder. This place is nasty.
Found him, like, lesbian, porn.
I think the doggy likes his
Poster.
bone more. Pompidou? For reals? That's a poodle's name.
You don't get to judge the dog's name, fucking bitch.
Zip, nada, nothing.
Crappy
Maybe
Wi-Fi
Frank
out here.
loves
It's
his
taken
dog.
days to download porn.
Yuck.
Days to download porn.
No prize here. I doubt Frank is trying out for the Arcadia Bay Brewers.
Who won? Secret out. Bye, Secret. Watching the secret game. Secret lost. Dota 2, boys.
Whoa, what the hell is he doing with that dog?
What?
Stop it. Good to know Frank has a knife lying around. Of course Frank gets the munchies. Frank must spend all his drug money on baggies. Recycle, dude. Nice rig. Glad Frank treats something here with respect. How can somebody live like this?
Why would you
I
put
cannot
the stuff
believe you would wear a
inside?
collar and a furry mask.
You're dumb.
Inside the sink. Prescription pills, lovely.
Are these for Frank, or is he selling them? Or both. Too bad I don't have my Frank Bowers decoder ring. Is Frank going to deal online now? That's a pretty extreme lighter.
Max, you didn't tell me you took photos of Frank in action.
I'm serious. I could pry this vent open with the right tool.
I think I need the knife.
No more secrets. That's almost cute to see Frank posing with his dog.
I'm sure it's cute for him.
This is almost as good as a set of keys.
Pretty sure the gun is would have been in one, and like the whatever we're looking for is in the other.
Curses! Nothing here.
I think you have to rewind it, because then like he knows you've been there.
My blade will open any portal.
Why would you hide something in a vent? It's so weird.
Oh man, Rachel and Frank's dog. I don't know if I should be touched or disturbed. I'm glad Rachel got to
Serious
drive this
love.
beast. She looks genuinely happy. Rachel really did hang out with Frank. I'm learning more about Rachel than I want to know. Trouble in paradise.
I'm a Leo and we don't look back.
Chloe isn't scared. She's loving this.
She probably should be, though, it's scared.
That makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. Or wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
Because she knew how you would react.
And she wasn't much of a friend, huh? Just another person who shits all over me. Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms on the stepfucker. Now Rachel betrays me.
Chloe, Rachel is missing. Nobody betrayed you.
Bullshit! Who hasn't? Fuck everybody!
Ugh, shut up.
Chloe!
He's clearly gonna know something's up. Oh my god, she just like almost kills people. What up, Chloe? Your fucking angry stream always kills people.
Chloe, you can't keep blaming me and everybody for everything wrong in your life. It's so not fair.
I gotta blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
So now it's Rachel's fault too?
Jesus, she was banging that pig, Frank! Bitch lied to my face, Max! I can't trust anybody again. Everybody pretends to care until they don't. Even you.
Chloe Price, you better take that back. Right now.
Okay, Fine. But you just don't understand. It's like I'm being punished by the universe.
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
You blame David?
I said my dad. My real father, who got himself killed for nothing. Not that human placeholder for Joyce.
Chloe, your dad didn't choose to leave you.
I know that, Max. My mom actually blames herself. Just because she wanted a ride home from work. Sometimes, even I blame her.
No, you don't.
Yes, Max, I do. Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? And he never does?
No, of course not. But I was with you that day. It was just a terrible accident.
I wish that made me feel better. But ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
I can tell. But look at everything that's happened the past week. Your life has changed mine, and that's not shit.
I'd really love to believe that. I'd like to believe in something after what's happened.
Chloe, I can't do this out on my own. I need you with me. And Rachel needs you.
Odd nostalgia moment. I thought you just went like straight back to Chloe's and you like save the dad.
Oh my
this
God.
is when it happens.
What is happening now?
Better double check this picture. The one that moved.
Time for a picture.
Max's face.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
She's a big kid.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Max, tell him. Whoa, hey. You look totally pale. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just... yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Chloe. Give me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Except for Max's.
Well, I might just allow this one into the family album.
You're the boss.
What is this?
But not the cook.
William is
Hint,
here.
hint, Daddy.
Yes,
And
we can't
Chloe is
expect
just a
your mom to
kid.
rush home and serve us slackers.
Am I
Who
that
wants to
far
have a
back in
breakfast?
You
time?
mean pancakes?
In France, they call them
I'm
crepes.
18 years
They put a
old
French
inside my
chef uses
13-year-old
assistants
self.
If you want to eat
How?
We. I volunteer to break the eggs.
Do you remember how many eggs?
Mom said it depends.
That's true.
So how
I
many?
know I've seen those pictures before.
Eggs?
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here.
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
That's a cool snow dough.
Hello? Hey, honey.
My family never took fun, goofy photos like this.
Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
I feel like you don't have
I
to
have
stop
to
him
stop
going
William from
completely.
taking
I mean,
his car
just
today.
I
I have to go
him,
rescue
like,
yonder queen at the
change
Save
it.
Mart. She don't
Oh yeah, I miss movie nights here. Cookies and popcorn.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Aha! You can't hide.
Obvious, but it will have to do. Score!
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth... I know I had those keys right here. I know it. Forgot all about you, little buddy. Release the keys. Of course. Last time I ordered from Spy Guy Electronics.
You can take the bus, right? The stop is right.